Well, hey friends, this is Jennifer, and this is the Jennifer Allwood Show, the podcast for women who want to find freedom in both their life and in their business. I own a multi-7-figure-a-year coaching business. I'm also a certified life coach. So I have the honor of helping thousands of women every single month make money in the online space and help them to get unstuck from whatever is holding them back, all without sacrificing their faith or their family. In this show, you're going to get the very best life and business advice, always with a healthy dose of Jesus. So buckle in, my friend. I'm so excited that you are here. Well, hey, you. Welcome back to the podcast. This is podcast episode number 293. We're going to talk about which should come first, a paid membership or a course. So for those of you who are wanting to sell something online, if you are a follower of mine, you probably know that I have both, right? So I have a lot of people that will ask questions. Well, which should I do first? I don't know which would be better. And sometimes it's that spinning that like keeps people so stuck. Which should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And often, by the way, we'll use that as an excuse as to why we allow ourselves to stay stuck longer than what we should. And so I want to help answer that question for you today. Which should come first, the membership or the course? And if this is, by the way, an episode that you enjoy, I want you to come over to my Instagram after you listen to this and let me know what you've decided. And my encouragement to you is that you decide while I'm talking today. Because the idea of, I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should do. You are losing money every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year that you keep telling yourself that. So what we're going to do today is we are going to do a little exercise called Make a Decision and Let's See What Happens. Make a decision and let's see what happens. I feel like this is a new version of Jen, by the way, on the podcast that you guys have maybe never heard from before. And I want to just talk about that for just 30 seconds before I go any further, okay? Ladies, there are so many talented, amazing, incredible women that are listening to this right now, and you have the potential to set your family free financially, and you have the potential to change the financial trajectory of your family for generations and generations. And you sitting there spinning and trying to figure out what to do, instead of just trying one of the options is never going to bring you financial freedom. You have got to be women who are willing to make a decision, even if it's wrong. You have got to be women who are able to say, you know what? Of course I feel vulnerable. Absolutely. I feel scared. I have no idea if this is going to work, and do it anyway. And I am just so sold out on the fact that I am called to help set the captives free. That I am called to help grant permission to women, not that you need it, but some of you just want it, and to just exhort you into getting out of your own head and getting out of your own way and allowing God to work in you and through you so that you actually try some things, regardless of if you're scared or not. Okay. So I know you might be scared to launch a course. I know you might be scared to launch a group. So what? We're going to do it anyway. All right. So we're going to make some decisions today. All right. Today we're making them. So let's talk real quick. Which should you do first, the membership or the course? The truth is you can do either. There is not a formula. I've seen it done both ways, and I've seen it done both ways really well. By the way, you don't have to do both. You can do both. Like you could do just a course, or you can do just a membership, or you could do a course that eventually you sell people into your membership, or a membership that you eventually sell people into your course. And if real quick, you're like, wait, what's the difference? Okay. A membership is what my inner circle is, my monthly inner circle. It's $47 a month. By the way, there is big conversation about raising that price by the end of the year. I'll let you guys know more about that later. And so get in before that happens. I'll just say that. But so I have my $47 a month inner circle, and we hover in between 1,500 and 2,500 women in there on any given month. Forbes has done an article about me and how I made $2 million on, my membership. And so membership sites are amazing. I've had this membership site for how many years have we decided? 7. So before membership sites were really cool. Okay. Then I also have my Better Way course. My Better Way course launches once, maybe twice a year. We will have it open on September 29th of this year, 2022. So write that down on your calendar. If you want me to send you an email as soon as we're open, you can go to betterwayprogram.com. Just put in your email address. I'll send you an email that day when we're open. It's an 8-week long course, and it teaches you 8 ways to make money in the online space. based on the fact that Google says the average millionaire has 7 ways of making money, and based on the fact that Ecclesiastes 11:2 in the Bible says that you should bring 7, yes, even 8 ways of making money into the storehouse. So it's based on both of those. All right. So I have both. Most people, but not all, will start with the monthly membership with me. They'll start with my inner circle, and then we will transition them to the Better Way program. Why? Well, because it kind of makes sense. Like, if you're going to make money online, you usually want to have followers. So most people will try to grow their following before they try to monetize their following. Now, there are plenty of people who will go through my Better Way program and they'll be like, wow, I probably really need some help with my social media. And so then, they will have actually started with the course with me and go into the membership. I also have people who just want to join my mastermind. They know that if they join my mastermind, they get both of those things for free. They get my course for free. They get my membership for free. So they're like, just give me the big enchilada, Jen. I just want to go straight in with you. You're the girl for me. You're my coach. I just want to have the whole thing. And so that's fine too. And I'm sharing that with you so that you know that there's not a certain formula. Okay. There's lots of different ways that this can look. You've got to think of what you want it to look like and what makes sense for your people. Okay. So I want to give you some kind of differences in the two so that you can make a decision while we are working here today. So one of the biggest differences is there is a huge difference in the money part of launching a course versus launching a membership. A course is usually going to be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks maximum. I am not suggesting a 12-week course right now. And the reason I'm not is because I think that our attention span in America in September of 2022 is so low. I think that people are so uncertain about their futures that 12 weeks sounds like a long time. So I would do 4, 6, or 8 weeks for a course right now. That's just me. But a course is usually going to be for a set amount of time. And you are learning how to do homeschool from home. You're learning how to do hand lettering, like my friend Haley at Wholehearted Woods, who's in my group. You're learning like a skill that requires just 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, like I said. And because it's like kind of a fast track, it's a how to get you from A to Z quicker. It's, Facebook groups, all the things. You can usually charge more for a course than what you can certainly charge for a membership. And so if you are someone listening today who is needing an influx of cash, a course is going to give you a bigger boost in your checkbook than a membership, because memberships will be like a $47 a month, for instance, is what I have. I teach things in my Better Way program, like how you can get more people to sign up with you for a year's time. So like if you sign up for my inner circle for a year, we give you 2 months for free. So you pay $470 all at once, which is the cost of 10 months, right? And you get to be in there for 12 months. But still, I would rather people buy my course because it's a higher ticket item. So if you're like, you know what I really need some money. We want to remodel the bathroom. We want to take a vacation. We have a big tax bill. Launch a course. Launch a course over a membership. Now, on the other side is, commitment level and commitment level from you, because a course is great for somebody who's like, you know what? I don't really like consistency. You know what I don't love to do? I don't love to show up week after week after week. You know what? I really just want to be kind of in and out. I want to be a 4-week, a 6-week, or 8-week, and I want to be done until the next time I decide to launch something. That would also be a course is really good for you to launch. So if you need an influx of cash, if you're kind of loosey-goosey and don't like a consistent schedule, I would absolutely go the direction of a course. Okay. Now, the flip side of that is if you're somebody who you really need consistency, you want the consistency of knowing month after month after month what you can kind of plan on financially in your business, I would launch a membership. If you are someone who loves consistency in your schedule, you love people in a way that you just want to show up for that month after month after month, I would go for a membership. Is it a lower price? Yes. But both of these things, make over $1 million for my business every single year. So you can be profitable with both. One is going to be a shorter period of time and a harder push from you. The other is going to be just dripped out month after month after month. Okay. One more thing I want you to think about. How much content do you actually have? If you're like, you know what, I want to teach somebody, let me give you an example. back when I was a DIYer and in the decorative painting world, I did a program where I taught people like a 4-week painting class on how to paint 4 different pieces of furniture, how to paint furniture if it's already been painted, how to paint furniture if it's laminate, how to paint furniture if it's wood, and how to paint furniture if you want to strip it or something. I can't even remember. So it made sense that that was just like a 4-week class, a 4-week course, because I had 4 weeks of content. On the flip side of that, I had my paint finish of the month club, which was at one point $47. It wasn't the sweetest price point. We figured out that $27 was a much sweeter price point for that paint finish of the month. And I had 400-600 people, roughly every single month in there. And every month I was teaching them 2 different paint finishes. One would be by me and one was by a guest instructor. And so I had ongoing content for that. Like I knew that, we could do this all day for years because paint finishes are always changing. In my inner circle, which is my $47 a month, where I teach you social media and email. The reason that that's been able to go for 7 years is because social media is always changing. It's always changing. So there's plenty of content. It's never like I sit down every month and go, I wonder what I should teach people this month in my inner circle. It's like, no, there's so much to talk about every single month with changes on Facebook, changes on TikTok, what you can be doing your email list right now, that we have plenty of content for that. And so the last thing I want you to consider is what would make the most sense for your buyer. Like, do they need a course from you? My friend Christy Wright is launching a course on speaking right now. I mean, that it makes sense for her. People want a course. They want a fast track, a to B. They don't want a monthly membership. They need like a win now. So for her people, that makes the most sense, a course over a paid membership. Does that make sense? But if you're like, you know what I want to do is I want to build community. I want a community of homeschool moms where they can all come in and we'll have some homeschool guests come in and we'll have some professionals come in and talk. Well, that would probably be better for a monthly membership for your people, for your clients. So I want you to consider what makes the most sense for your clientele. What do they need? So just as a recap, what do you want? What does your client want? What do you need in terms of cash? Because remember, a course is going to be an influx versus the more steady income of a membership. Okay. And then what is your commitment level? Do you like showing up every week? Do you like showing up every month? Or would you rather just teach a 6-week thing and be out? Like no judgment either way. I think you need to really know yourself. And then what kind of content do you have? If you're like, I do not have content for, 12 months. And by the way, you don't have to think of the whole 12 months beforehand. But if you can think of at least 3 months of content and know that you'll have more even after, I think that that's fine. So there's nothing here that like when you're thinking about, do I do a course or do I do a membership? Which goes first? There is no right or wrong answer. This is like where you need to just trust your gut and where the Lord is steering you. And if you will do that and get out of your own head and just start the planning process. Now, I would also love to have you in my Better Way program. You can go to betterwayprogram.com. Again, I'll send you an email as soon as we're open. But in there, we have an entire module of, video after video after video after how do you start your own membership site. We also have an entire module on how do you start your own course. So you'll get all the training for both in there. Okay, let me just say that. But for both of those things, we walk through all of the questions that you probably have. Okay, what would I name it? Okay, how would I launch it? Okay, how do I price it? Okay, how do I deliver content to them every month? Okay, if I'm going to do a course, like what do I need to include in that? Do I have to do a workshop? Do I have to have things professionally filmed? Like I answer all of those questions in the Better Way program so that you know every single thing that you need for both of those revenue streams. So today, I hope that you were able to come up with an answer. You know what I want to do? I want to launch a course. Or you know what I want to do? No course for me. I'm going for that membership site. I need that stability. I need that steady. Whatever it is that you decided. Either way, I teach you to do both things in the Better Way program. So go to betterwayprogram.com and just put in your email. We'll send you an email when it opens on the 29th. I cannot wait to have you in there. I hope this answered some questions for you today. Do me a solid. Come over to my Instagram. Just send me a DM and say, Jen, I decided I'm going to do a course, or Jen, I decided I'm going to do a membership. I can't wait to see you over there. Okay. All right. Bless you, my friends. Best to you. Bye-bye. friend. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast again this week. I'm so honored that you come back for every episode and that you share the Jennifer Allwood Show with your friends and family. Every time I see you guys post about it on Instagram or Facebook or something, it just makes me do a little happy one. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to the podcast if you never want to miss an episode. So you can go to Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or Spotify or any of the other podcasting places and subscribe each week so that every week you get the new episode when it releases. So just know that I love bringing you relevant content. I love bringing you great guests. And one of the ways you can help us here at Team Allwood is by leaving the podcast a review. So if you have just a second to do that, would you go over and leave a review for the Jennifer Allwood Show? Thank you again. You're amazing. I'm honored to be here. Until next week. Bye-bye.